Namaste, and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. I'm Yamajit, and so glad that you could join me this evening or later on watching the recording. So tonight is our monthly Kriya Yoga, Puja, and Satsang. Before we begin, we just have a few announcements. So on Tuesdays this month, we'll be continuing with our series with chapters and practices from the Kriya Yoga Upanishad. We'll be doing chapter 5 this coming Tuesday, and that's on inner practices. It'd be a nice extension from what we covered this current week. So that'll be the 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th, 7 o'clock, either live on YouTube, or you can join us in person at our temple, 1260 South Xavier Street in Denver, Colorado. The upcoming Fridays, the 9th, we're going to be doing our Puja and Satsang to the next Kali Nitya goddess, as goddess number 11, the goddess Gana. The following Friday, the 16th, we'll be doing a Devi Puja and Yoga Nidra meditation. On the 23rd, there will be no Friday Puja because I'm going to be helping out with the Guru Purnima celebration at Shiva Sai Mandir. And you can find out details about that event if you go on their website, shivamandir.org. And then the 30th, the last Friday, we'll be doing number 12 in the Kali Nitya series, and we'll be honoring the goddess Balika. And weather permitting, both of those Kali Nitya pujas will be held outdoors as fire ceremonies. So again, namaste and welcome. So there are several recorded broadcasts describing the mechanics of Kriya Yoga. We will do a little warm-up on that. In fact, let's do that right now. So I invite you to find a nice, comfortable seated position. It can be on the floor, on a mat, in a chair as well. Just a position where you can sit for several minutes comfortably with a straight spine. Close your eyes. And begin breathing deeply. And first, just use this deep breathing as a means for letting go of the cares of the day. Just drop away those concerns of things that have happened or things that need to happen. And just give this time in the present moment to yourself. And I invite you to connect silently with whatever form of the divine you're closest to. Feel that presence within and around you. And perhaps make a small intention for tonight's puja and meditation. Just some small aspect of your life that is ready for healing or transformation, or somewhere where you need guidance. Maybe just visualize what that life issue would be like when it's resolved. And now I invite you to focus on your spine and envision a silvery white tube running along the interior of the spinal cord from the base of the spine through the crown of the head. This is Sushumna Nadi, the central channel, the channel through which Kundalini Shakti rises upwards to meet Shiva in the third eye. So when you inhale, I invite you to feel a warm current of energy going down this tube from the crown to the root. And then as you exhale, feel another current of energy rising upwards from the root through the crown. And just a little correction, as you breathe in and bring the energy down, it's a cool energy. And as you exhale and bring the energy up, it's a warm energy. It's okay at this point if you don't necessarily feel it. With practice, you certainly will. And then while you breathe and move the energy upwards and downwards, I invite you to gently focus your gaze upwards behind your closed eyes, upwards toward the third eye. And just notice whatever light effects are produced by doing that. And now we're going to add a mantra. First, we're going to begin silently. As you breathe in, silently chant to yourself, Om, as you bring the energy down from the crown to the root. And then as you breathe out and raise the energy upwards, silently chant Om again. And now we're going to bring voice into it. As you exhale and raise the energy, you're going to sing Om. Om, and just feel how the voice helps in the raising of that energy. And then inhale. And just no mantra at that point, just the inhalation. Om. 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 deep clearing breath. Just let go of that meditation. Relax the eyes and slowly open your eyes. And then just take a moment to feel the effects of that essential Kriya Yoga meditation. And this can be done as a meditation all unto itself. And there are many Kriya Bandhs, practitioners of Kriya Yoga, that this is their daily sadhana practice. Those of you who are familiar with the Kriya practice that I share, there's a simple puja that begins the practice, and we do that Om chanting while we're giving the offerings. So the basic Kriya altar includes a water pot and spoon, a holder for some kind of oil lamp or candle holder. I'm using a skunda from Nepal, which is both of those objects together. A holder for incense, some perfume oil for the earth element, a mala of 108 beads to count mantras with, flowers to offer, some kind of food offering, and fruit is very nice for that. And then something to make your offerings to. It can be a yantra, a spiritual diagram like the Sri Yantra, which is wonderful to represent just any form of the Divine Mother. A favorite crystal or stone like this little garnet crystal, which the shamans of Nepal regard as natural yantras, natural spiritual diagrams. And or if you have an image of the Divine Mother, like this little black marble Kali. This particular practice can be done for any deity. We're going to work primarily with Ma Kali. However, after we do our first round of her mantra, Om Ang Rim Klim Chamundaya Viche, I'm going to get out this other mala, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to just silently repeat a mantra, any mantra that you choose for whatever deity that you choose. And that way our practice is that much more customized for you. So you don't necessarily need to have an altar kit. Last month, I encouraged everybody to try this as a manasa puja, that is, as a mental puja, doing the steps of this devotional ceremony in your mind's eye. And so those of you who are watching who don't have an altar with you, I invite you to do that. I'm going to talk through the stages of the practice, and you can just visualize in your mind's eye doing the practice for yourself. And Manasa Puja is very, very powerful. As we discussed Tuesday of this week, for chapter 4 of the Kriya Yoga Upanishad, some of the most important information in that chapter was the idea that everything we need to practice spirituality, to become one with the divine, everything we need is within ourselves. We, as human beings, are reflections of the entire cosmos. And the divine, in whatever form you're closest to, dwells around us and within us as well. when you're doing meditative breath, like we were just doing with the mantra, my teacher, Mira Pandey in Varanasi, India, she used to describe it as you're raising the energy from the root through the crown. It's like you're giving some of your own essence to the divine on the outside. And then as you breathe in, you're taking in that divine energy and acknowledging that divine presence within. So it's an equal exchange of the gift of life essence, energy, prana. So the 4 basic steps of Kriya, there are many forms of Kriya, but this is really what all 4 of them have in common, is posture, sitting comfortably with a straight spine, pranayam, breathing deeply, moving the energy up and down the spine. Sometimes that's called magnetizing the spine. This form of breathing is also known as Kriya Kundalini Pranayam. The 3rd stage is pinealization, focusing on the 3rd eye area, where the pineal and the pituitary glands are. There's really this wonderful natural pharmacy that we have within ourselves. And then the last is what the Kriya Guru Ganesh Baba called pranav mentation, and that is using a mantra as a meditational focus. And so we're going to be doing this after the puja and after a water blessing practice and our mantra representations. I'm going to invite you to come back into that comfortable position. Close your eyes, focus upwards, breathe deeply, move the energy up and down the spine. Only we're going to try a different mantra. This is actually a Kriya practice that's in my 3rd book, Kali Meditation, book 3. We're going to use the mantra Jai Ma, inhaling J and bringing the energy down, exhaling Ma as we raise the energy. And I think you'll find this just a wonderful practice. It's one that came to me about 11 years ago, sitting in a small temple in Kadbari, Nepal, and meditating silently, and then this breath, this form of Kriya just came to me as I was in there in meditation. So let's begin our practice. If you have your altar kit, then you can follow along, and if not, again, just visualize it in your mind's eye. But I invite you to bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And we begin by remembering the masters of Kriya Yoga, Mahavatar Babaji, his disciple Lahiri Mashaya, the person who may have been Mashaya's last living disciple, Ganesh Baba. I also remember my teacher, Mira Pandey, and her guru, the tantric Narayan Adut-Srimali. And I invite you to take a moment to remember any personal teachers that you would like to remember. And if it feels right to make a short intention for this practice, you're welcome to do that. And we remember our friend Achala and her mother Mahendra, who's in the hospital and she's continuing to improve. And some of these devotional energies continue to go toward her healing. And now let's open our practice by chanting Om 3 times. Inhale. Om. 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 Jai Ma. So we're going to begin the Om chant, raising the energy from root to crown as we chant Om, bringing it back down as we breathe in. And we're going to continue that through the steps of the Puja. Om. 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 So taking some water from the pot, placing it in your hands and cleaning your hands. Om. And with your right hand, anointing your third eye and heart center. Om. And taking another spoonful of water and sprinkling the altar and the offerings. Om. Om. Lighting the flame, picking it up with your right hand and circling it 3 times before the altar. Om. Om. Blessing yourself with the flame. Om. Taking incense from the holder and lighting it. Om. And circling it 3 times with the right hand. Om. Placing it in the holder. Om. And offering a few drops of water just to cool the atmosphere. Om. Oh, picking up the fruit and circling it 3 times. Om. And placing it on the altar. Om. And then taking up the perfume oil and placing a little on your ring or middle finger. Om. And anointing your yantra stone or deity image. Om. And you can place a little on your own third eye. Om. And finally offering a flower. Om. Om. And bowing. Om. So this is a very simple puja that you can use for any occasion. And so now we're going to do a water blessing practice to place the mantra within ourselves and within our surroundings. And we're going to use the Nivarna mantra, this very powerful both Durga and Kali mantra. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. So I invite you to either visualize or actually take some water from the pot and place it in your left hand. Place your right hand over it. And now we're going to chant the mantra for the first time. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. And then sprinkle it overhead. And now we're going to do 3 sips of water in the mantra. So we put some more water in our left. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. It's the first sip. Now the second. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. And now the third. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. And now you're going to form a mudra, a ritual gesture with your right middle, ring, and thumb. And you're going to place it on the back of your head, right where the skull meets the spinal cord. And flip the remaining water away from your left hand. This is like removing all the distractions. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. And now we're going to place the mantra in different areas of the body. So put some more water in your left hand. You're going to dip with all 5 fingers. And first anoint the corners of the mouth. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. Then anoint the sides of the nose. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. And then the outer corners of the eyes. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. Both ears. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. Your shoulders. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. And then your knees. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. And then overhead. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. I watched pilgrims bathing in the Ganges River doing that same anointing when they came out of the water. So now we're going to do one more, last part of the water blessing. We're going to bless the 4 directions. Place a little more water in your left hand. Dip with all 5 fingers, flick forward. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. To the right. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. Behind. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. To the left. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. And then overhead. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. And now to prepare for the mantra repetition, take up the mala, sprinkle it with some water. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. And now we're going to do 108 rounds of the Nivarna. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. 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 Just take a moment, breathe deeply. Just feel the effects of the mantra, its energy surrounding you. Feel its blessing and its healing and its power. And then offer the mala and offer a flower with it. So I'm going to take up the second mala, and I invite you, while I silently do a round, to silently chant any personal mantra that you choose tonight, one that feels right. It could be to Ganesh, to Shiva. You could just do Om. You could continue with the Navarna mantra. The choice is really up to you. But let this practice be solely yours. So again, take a deep and clearing breath. And again, just feeling the energies of the mantra. Just feel them settling where they need to be at this point. So I invite you now to make any postural adjustments you might need to make for our main Kriya meditation. Again, position where you're going to be comfortable for the next few minutes. Sitting with a straight back. I'm having some knee issues, so I'm going to actually assume a little less traditional posture for this. So I invite you now to close your eyes, begin to breathe deeply. Turn your gaze slightly upwards towards your third eye. And then breathing in, bringing the energy down from crown to root. Breathing out, bringing the energy upwards from root through crown. And now as you inhale and lower the energy, you're going to chant silently J. And as you exhale and raise the energy, Ma, silently. So we're just going to do this practice for about 5 minutes. And then take a deep and clearing breath, letting go of the meditation. Let your breath return to normal. And just allow yourself to meditate quietly in a place of deep silence and deep stillness. Achieving the state is actually the overall object of this practice. Just stay in stillness and silence. And just witness anything else that might manifest from a nice, safe, non-attached distance. And finally, take another deep and clearing breath. Letting go of the meditation. Letting yourself become aware of your surroundings once again. Be aware of my voice and any sounds in the room. The sensation of your body sitting where it is. The temperature of the air on your skin. Slowly moving your fingers and toes, your hands and feet and arms and legs. Bringing the palms of your hands together at heart center. Vigorously rubbing your hands together. Placing them over your closed eyes, feeling the warmth. Slowly opening your eyes as you let a little bit of light in between your fingers. And then you can massage your face, your scalp, back of the neck, shoulders, arms. Just take a moment and feel the effects of the practice. Bring the palms of your hands back together at your heart center. Giving thanks to the Divine Mother, knowing she is with you always. Giving thanks to any other deity that you're close to that you honored tonight. Giving gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice. Knowing you can always replay this broadcast and do it again. And namaste. And blessings always. And thank you so very much. Just looking at the chat feature. Namaste, Thomas. Glad you could join. So doing the Kriya with the Jema mantra, we did about 5 minutes this evening. And that's a good amount of time to start with. And you can increase that time as you become more comfortable with it. You could do it for as long as 20 minutes if it felt right to do that. As you work with it, you find yourself going deeper and deeper into relaxation, into stillness, into silence. You might even reach something that's called the breathless state, where you're just very still, just not breathing for a while. Your blood's quite oxygenated. And just being in this very deep, relaxed state that a lot of healing can take place in. And then when doing this work, it's always good to just be mindful of the effects in the days afterwards. Maybe you have a very relaxed night of sleep, maybe some interesting dreams, flashes of insight in your waking life. Maybe you find yourself handling a situation a little bit differently than you might otherwise. And sometimes even things like the right book might come into your hand, or the right teacher may come along. Those are all possible effects of this practice. So I thank you once again for joining me this evening. As always, if you have questions, feel free to email me at my channel. I'm always happy to answer questions. And I look forward to you joining me Tuesday night for our next Satsang and learning some new meditation practices. And finally, blessings always. Have a wonderful night. Namaste. Jai Mata Di. And thank you once again.